Adem, you were pretty competitive early. Where do you think it sort of got away from you?
Yeah, we were, and we spoke about that at half time. We thought our system and our method was really strong in the first half, but we couldn't finish our work. Spoke to the boys about it just before. I can't fault their effort and their intent, but it was just our polish. Like they are very good with the ball. Credit to the Hawks. They play a really strong brand of footy. They were tough in the contest at the start of the game. We denied them a lot of flow with their ball movement, but they sort of scored a different way. And they've got their game at a level that we're aspiring to be and get ours too. So, it just got away. As I said, the scoreboard started to create a bit of anxiety and pressure on the players. I thought we then started taking some more risks to obviously arrest that, and we probably gave up a couple of extra scores that we shouldn't have. But to our boys' credit, they kept fighting.
You said they couldn't finish work, which was obvious, but did you think they could have shared it around a bit more and used the ball? You know what I mean? They were taking long shots from...
Whether that becomes the pressure of we couldn't score enough, but that was the game. Like their polish and their calmness with the ball. They play with high speed, but they've just got calm minds. Like, and that's why their offense is so potent. And that's, as I said, that's what we're aspiring to get to, and we need to fast track the development of our boys. And so we created enough opportunities from turnover. They kicked 10 goals 3, and we kicked 3 goals 7. So with that, their spirit goes up because their game, their execution's working, ours isn't, and it can deflate a young group. And I felt like we did. That did deflate us a little bit. So it's just something we've got to keep working on and keep training.
How did you see a moment like where Sicily got Rioli holding the ball and then Taranto comes in to fly the flag? Do you like the fact he's flying the flag, or did he go too far?
100%. He's got to fly the flag. And Sis is a fiery character, and he got into one of our younger players. So for our vice captain to step in and fly the flag, there's obviously more a method to it. But as a coach, when one of your leaders is going in to help one of your younger players and fly the flag and lead by example, like I said, he might have overstepped it, but I'd rather him do that than not go in there at all.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but they seemed to play a spare behind the ball, or Barras was able to intercept a lot. How were you trying to counteract that?
Yeah, so that was part of the game. Like we had a certain stoppage structure that we started with. We dropped that in the second half to try to minimise all of their defenders, and they're very good at it. There's times in the game where they've got equal numbers, but they're running patterns to get back and support their defence, and they create a +1 in motion. As I said, they've been doing that for a long time, and it's the reason why they can rebound out of the back end really quickly. So they're good at it. So we tried different things. We moved Tom Brown forward to just create a contest for us, and I thought he did that pretty well. And as I said, they're a well-oiled machine, and credit to them. They played a good brand of footy today, and they were just too good.
Noah Bolter was booed by Gold Coast, or by fans during that Gold Coast game. It was unmistakable tonight, particularly at the start. How do you feel about that?
I think every supporter group can do what they want, to be fair, but what we can do is put our arms around him and know that and support him. So we're just going to make sure that doesn't tip over the edge and create any anxiety and pressure for him. So we've got to support him as best we can throughout the week, and obviously he knows how much we love him. And as I said, every supporter group can do what they want. I'd be hoping that Tiger Army don't do that to other players, and we just cheer and support our own team rather than looking at other team.
Did he come off late with an injury?
He copped a bit of a corky. he was trying his best to get our ball movement going from our back half, but he's okay. Yeah, he's a battering ram, and it was a bit blustery today. Like there was a few times our defenders did lose control of the ball or misjudged the flight of the ball a few times. Our system and method looked good, and it just seemed like the roll of the dice or the luck fell their way a few times, which was disappointing. But he's just copped the corky.
How big a challenge is it managing his program, given he's going to be available for some games and not others, and fitting him in and then pulling him out?
He'll just go in. He just goes into our program right now, and we know how many games he's available for, and he'll work really hard and make sure that he's playing the right way and helping our younger players. And So Luke Trainer is working really close with him, and Luke today again looked like a really solid AFL player. And so the support he's given our younger defenders is really important, and then we'll deal with when he's not available later on.
You've seen, like the way you blocked the ball in the front half in the first quarter was impressive, but are you seeing things starting to evolve with this group?
Yeah. Well, we did go into the game with that. Like, we know how they want to bounce from their back half, and I think we had 23 forward half turnovers. They had 14. We kicked 1 goal 3, and they kicked 5. So our method, we play the right way. And like I said, today they were just too good. Their execution around clearance and contest, and what we were really disappointed with was going down 30 in contested possession. That's not us. But as I said at the start, I don't think it was an effort in intent. It was just execution. They were better than us at that part of the game, whether it was air or ground. They just outplayed us.
Speaking of execution, you fall forward down a bit on confidence. I know it's not easy to get the ball to him at times today, but when you had the set shots that are gettable, how's he travelling, do you think?
Yeah, well, it was blustery. I think early in the game they missed a few that they would have normally kicked as well. So no, he's in really good form, Lynchy. Like, he's hit the scoreboard the last few weeks. Today was a one-off, but they'll get to work, and we know. We missed a few opportunities. A few of the boys in the last quarter coming off and getting a bit frustrated by the fact that we couldn't finish or our polish. So we've just got to go and train it. We've got a 7-day break, and can't remember who we're playing next weekend. But we'll be ready for it by having a good week on the track and really fix that execution.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ross.